Hello, everybody, and welcome to another stream of Morrowind. This stream will be heading through and continuing on down to House Redguard, and as you can probably tell by the title of the video, or the stream, sorry, you're going to be doing one other thing. A special thing that I've been saving for a bit. Main reason is because, well, I didn't know how to do it. Oh my gosh, face is so orange, what the hell? It looks so orange, look at it! I look like look like one of the Oompa Loompas. It's the orange lighting, I know that, but alright. I was originally gonna go to Zrethi Manor, but how do you not know me? What the hell? Hang on. Wait. How the hell do you not know me? I saved your son! Anyways, if I seem to be in a much better mood today, that's because I slept, it's my day off, and also, I had some tea this morning. A delightful black, vanilla chai. It was good, actually. It's really, really good. Homilies the malacath on Morrowind. Please, go ahead, Outlander. Also gonna replace this sword. Hey, it's nice to be appreciated. You know? By the way, here's how the build's going so far to anyone who's joined in late. We're a bit OP at the moment. A tiny bit OP. Teeny tiny bit. Also, we need more intelligence in order to level the blades. Personality, too. We need to head to Balmora, and head southwest from Balmora. Thank you, sir. We need to head to the town of... Sorry, give me a moment, guys. We need to head to the town of Hlawad. Hlawad. Which is on the southwestern coast. I suppose we could have just gone to the other place, but this place is technically quicker. Because in the ocean is our prize. The sooner we can get this quest ready, the better. The Ascadian Isles. That's my personal thought process on it. Sooner the better. Oh, hey. Oh, hey, it's the people we helped earlier. Lad. Acrobatics. Rest. Leveled up. Personality and speed. I'll take those. I'll take those. That's extra will. That's extra spell saves and also stamina. Problem is that it's so easy to just jump everywhere. The acrobatics becomes quickly over leveled as hell. Boing 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 boing. They have spring shoes. Alright, we're getting close to the coast. It rhymed. I rhymed, but... That it? Hello? It was Hlawad. There's a few quests here we can do, but... That's not what we want. There is ruin as orc slate and orc's armor. There shouldn't be. Okay. Okay. Northwest is a Daedric. Oh, hey, I drew. Yeah. They're dead. Slaughtered. Ooh. Items? Items? No. Amulet! I'll take the amulet, though. How's there... Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, we also went full ebony last stream. Got ourselves a bunch of stuff. Oh, we actually did better than the Daedric Prince's malacath helmet. That was actually supposed to be one of my main ending gears. Because I've changed it around. There are exactly 6 Daedra quests. There are exactly 6 of them. So, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 7 of them. There are 7 Daedra quests. So I was thinking about saving some of them for other playthroughs. So I was going to do Malacath and Boethiah on this playthrough, save sheogorath, molagbal, and azura for the mages, and do Mephalah's and Mephalah and mehrunesdagon's quest for my thief character. You know? Okay, it's a little bit west of this, so this was at the Temple of Boethiah, from what I can see. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, hello. Hello. I don't resist you. But I do a lot of damage. Storm Astronaut is dead. Chopped in a little bit itty bits. Itty bitty bits. Scamp! Oh my god, you killed it immediately. That's where we need to go over there, I'm pretty sure. Let's explore this ruins. Means free shit, you know? More orcs. Ushagra I don't know you. What do you want? Oh, training. Training is... I don't need that. Sneak? You do need agility going up. So our agility is pretty... Could improve some improvement. Nah. Not you. Hello. That should be a better shield. Ow. Nice. Wow, we have so much HP. I just realized I'm taking, like, no damage. There. Golden Saint. I'm pretty sure there's a guy for another quest line, but apparently not. Okay. Golden Saint is dead. How about you, Muzgonk Borog? I don't know you. What do you want? Yes, truly it is. Shell Farmer's Blade, please. Ask anything of Muzgonk Borog. No friend. Orc. They call us barbarians because we are brave in war and laugh at hardship. But we have earned our citizenship by service and allegiance. We are a civilized energy race. We make the finest weapons and armor in the world. Our warriors are the bravest and toughest in Tamriel. Actually, yeah, because they now have their own home. They actually have a home province of Orsinium over the top of High Rock. And yes, one day I will be playing an orc. I will probably be playing them, honestly, for the Elder Scrolls Online. Let me play that game. To Azure and BB. Oh, hello? Nothing there. Old club. Water breathing. What do you mean failed? There. The one thing Morrowind does at least is they don't have you start drowning when you have water breathing on. You know. What's over here? Chess. Water breathing potion. AC rising force, and a lesson of vivec. Vivec left his architectural rapture and went back to the space that was not a space. From the provincial home, he looked into the middle of the world to find a fourth monster called the Pocket Cabal. The monster hid itself in the spell list of the Great Chimer wizards of the extreme east, where the Emperor Parasolus souls grow wild. Vivec disguised himself as a simple trader, radiant with a tenuous sense of fabric, so that those could seek him out. Of Muatra, he made a simple walking dwarf. Before long, the invisible one was among the libraries of the east, feeding the essential words, the Pocket Cabal, to his rocking dwarf, and then running off when the magic would fail. When in a year or two of his thievery, Muachra was sick to his stomach, and the walking dwarf exploded near the slave pens of the wizard's tower. The bucket ball then slipped itself into the mountains of the slaves, and then hit again. Vivec then watched the slaves erupt into a babble, breaking magic. They straddled their cages and sung their half hymns that formed into forbidden knowledge and arcane knowledge. Litany fiends appeared and drank from the excess grabbers of the adjacent place that came from the world's sideways, the slave taking having distributed the normal non-cardinal points. And so, of course, a giant bug appeared, the greatest eastern wizard inside of it. He could only see past Vivec's disguise and knew of this warrior post divinity, but he thought only of himself, so powerful he talked harshly. See what you have wrought, silly triune, columns of nonsense and litany fiends. I cannot believe how reason or temperature can be made whole again due to your eating, and eating. Consort with more demons, why don't you? Vivec stabbed the wizard through his soul. The giant bug harness fell in the slave's cage, and the slaves ran about free and reckless. Too reckless more with pregnant words. Colors bent to the earth. Vivec created a dome-headed demon to contain it all. The pocket ball is therefore entombed here forever. Let this be a cursed land where sorcery is broken and maligned. Then he picked up Muachra by the beard and left for the ghostly hemisphere and the dome-headed demon. On his port boundaries, Vivec sought to place a warning in a song in the entrance that contained errors with it. With the mock bones of half-dead Muachra, he created the tentpoles of a fortress theory in fatal languages that were imprisoned for all time. Set appeared and looked what was his brother and sister had created. The Clockwork King said, "Of 8 monsters, this is the most confusing. May I treasure it?" Vivec gave Set leave to do so, but told him never to release the pocket ball into the middle world. He said, "I have hidden secrets of my travels here and made a likeness of Muachra to ward off against unwise. Under this dome, the temporal myth is no longer man." Ancient rustic Daedric key. Oh. The motherfucker. Orcish battle axe. Nice. I still need to sell that somewhere. Dagger of Judgment. What? Fireblade. Gate of Gwanjulin's Bone Mold Helm. What? This is the worth most by weight. It's too much. You, on the other hand, ancient Daedra key. How many speaks in this Daedra? No. Daedra heart, a diamond, and a ruby. You're all ebony. Oh. Come on. I can't hit you. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's Daedric. Alright. And this is a Daedric Tonto. Worth way more than that boots. Give me one to get rid of those boots. Barrel. Okay. Oh no, not the Tonto! You stabbed me in the toes! So then just need to stab him in the face with the sword. We'll sell those later. And over there is more stuff. So, the horrors of Castle Seer. The Dramatis Personae, Clavicus, Captain of the Imperial Guard, Cyrodiilic, Anera, Dunmermaid, Ulis, Lieutenant of the Imperial Guard, Argonian Zalasa, a young granny mage. It's a fucking play. Clavicus is Clavicus Vile. Later evening, the play opens in the interior castle entrance hall of a castle Skath-Unund, replete with fine furnishings and tapestries. Torches provide the only illumination. In the center of the foyer is a great iron door in the main entrance to the castle. The staircase up the landing above is next to this door. On stage left is the door of the library, which is currently closed. On stage right is a huge suit of armor, 20 feet tall, nearly touching the ceiling of the room, though no one can be seen. There is a sound of a woman singing coming from the library door. A loud thumping knocks on the iron front door, stops the woman singing, and the door of the library opens, and Anara, a common-looking maid, comes to the and hurries off to open the front door. Clavitus, a handsome man in imperial garb, stands there. Good evening to you, Sero. Good evening. Is your master at home? No, Sero. It's only me here. My master, Sidura Kenna, Saldani Hordolf Xier is at his winter estate. Is there anything I can do for you? Possibly. Would you mind if I came in? Not at all, Sero. Please, may I offer you some flin? Catholic comes into the hall looking around. No, thank you. What is your name? Anara, Sero. Anara. When did your master leave Scath-Unud? More than a fortnight ago. That's why it's only me in the castle, Sero. Sero. All of the other servants and slaves who tend to his lordship travel with him. Is something wrong? Yes, there is. Do you know where of an Ashland by the name of Sul Karifa? No, Sero. I don't know anyone by that name. Then you are likely to know. You are likely to now. He's dead. He was found a few hours ago dying of frostbite in the Ashlands. He was hysterical, nearly incomprehensible, but among his last words were castle and seer. Dying of frostbite in summertime in the Ashlands? Vivec, that's strange. So it's possible that my master knew this man, being an Ashlander and my master being of House Teldani. Well, if you pardon me for being flippant, Sero, I don't think they could have been friends. That's what you will. Is that your master's library? What have I looked in? Please, Sero, go wherever you want. We got nothing to hide. We're loyal imperial subjects. As I hear, are all in Teldani. Note for the playwright, this line should be delivered without sarcasm. As I hear, are all Teldani. Trust the audience to laugh. It never fails, regardless of the politics of the locals. Calicus enters the library and looks over the books. Library needs dusting. Yes, Sero. I was just doing that when you knocked the door. I'm grateful for that. If you had finished, I wouldn't notice the space in this dust with a larger book and needs it removed. Your master's a wizard, it seems. No, Sero. I mean, he studies a lot, but he don't cast no spells. If that's what you mean by the wizard. He's a Kenna, went to college and everything, you know? Now that I think about it, I do know what happened to that book. One of the other Kennas from the college had been bound yesterday, and borrowed a couple books. He's a friend of the master, so I thought it'd be all fine. This Kenna, was his name Warvin? Could have been, I don't remember. The suspected necromancer of the college, Kenna Warvin, was arrested last night. I don't know what he was doing at the college, but it was something illegal. That's for certain. Was that the Kenna who borrowed the book? A little fellow, crippled with a leg? No, Sero, it wasn't the Kenna from yesterday. It wasn't the Kenna from yesterday. It was a big fellow who could walk, so I noticed. I'm going to have a look around the rest of the house, if you don't mind. Clavicus goes up the stairs and delivers the following dialogue from the landing of the room above. Nara continues straightening up the downstairs, moving a high-backed bench in front of the armor to scrub the floor. Can I ask, Sero, what are you looking for? Maybe I can help you? Are these all the rooms of the castle? No secret passages? Oh, Sero, what would Sidura Kenna Telvani Seer, what with secret passages? Clavicus looking at the armor. Clavids. Your master's a big man. Oh, Sero, don't tease. That's giant armor, just for decoration. My master slew the giant 10 years ago, then kinda keeps that as a souvenir. That's right. I remember hearing something about that when I first took my post here. It was someone named Seer who killed the giant. I didn't think that first name was Hall. Last memory fades, I'm afraid. What was the giant's name? I don't remember, Sero. I do. It was Torfang. I got out of Torfang's shield. I don't understand, Sero. Torfang's shield? Cloudflights runs the stairs and tears the armor. Karifa said something about getting out of Torfang's shield. I thought he was just raving out of his mind. But he hadn't got a shield, Sero. Cloudflights pushed the high-backed bench out of the way, revealing a large mounted shield at the base of the armor. Yes, he does. You covered it up with that bench. I didn't do it on purpose. I was just cleaning. I see that armor every day, Sero. Vivec, I swear, I had never noticed the shield before. It's fine, Inara. I believe you. Clavides pushes on the shield and pulls down a real tunnel down. It appears that Sidura Kenna Telvani Hordfall Seer does have a need for a secret passage. Could you give me a torch? Vivec, I hadn't seen that before. Inara takes a torch from the wall and plants the Clavides enters the tunnel. Wait here. Inara watches the cloud as it disappears down the tunnel. She appears agitated and finally runs to the front door. When she opens it, Ulis, an Argonian lieutenant from the Imperial Guard, is standing at the entrance. I'm sorry to frighten you. What? Holy shit, there's a lot in this book. I'm sorry. What do these guys sound like again? Actually, the khajiit sound like this. They sound like this, I think, if I remember right. I'm sorry to frighten you. Not now. Go away! I'm afraid the captain wouldn't like that, miss. You're with the captain? Blessed mother. Clavice comes out of the tunnel white-faced, takes a few moments to speak. Captain, what's down there? Did you know your master's a necromancer? What at your cellar is filled with bodies? And Nara faints. Ulis carries her to the bench and lays her down. Let me see, Zero. You're going to see soon enough. You're going to need every soldier from the post here to cart away all the corpses, Ulis. I've seen enough battles, but I've never seen anything like this. No two are alike. Khajiit, slowed, dwemer, Cyrodiil, breton, Nord, burned alive, poisoned, electrified, melted, torn apart, turned inside out, ripped to shreds, and soon up back together. You think the Ashlander escaped? That's what's happened? I don't know. How would someone do something like this, Ulis? There's a knock on the door, and Clavicus answers. A young Argonian woman, Zolasa, is standing up holding a package and a letter. Good morning. You're not the Lord Seer, are you? No. What do you have there? A letter and a package. I shall deliver to him. He'll be back shortly. I don't believe so. Who gave you the package to deliver? My teacher at the college came out of him. He has a bad leg, so he asked me to bring these to his lordship. Actually, I was supposed to tell you the truth. I was supposed to deliver him them last night, but I was busy. Greetings, sister. We'll give the package to his lordship when you see him. Ah, brother! I had heard there was a handsome Argonian Scathanud. Unfortunately, I promised Camelot Worthy that deliver the package to his lordship, and I'm already late. I just can't. We're Imperial Guard, miss. We'll take the package in the letter. Zolus reluctantly hands Clavites into the letter and turns in the package. She turns to go. You are at the college if we need to see you. Yes, fair tidings, brother. Good night, sister. Clavites opens the package as Zolasa exits. It's a book with many loose sheets. Appears you'd found the missing book. Delivered to our hands. Very hands. Goes to read the book, selling to himself. He lists to himself, very pleased. Another Argonian Scathanud, and the pretty one at that. I hope we weren't too rude to her. I'm tired of all these women with their smooth, wet skin. It'd be wonderful if we could meet again when I'm off duty. When Ulis reads, he opens the letter and reads it. She looks like she's from the south, like me, you know? Argonians or northern Black Marsh are much less. Ulis continues reading, transfixed by the letter. Clavin skips to the back of the book and reads the last sentence. In black ink, the khajiit male showed a surprising little fortitude to accept a lightning spell. One of the interesting physiological results with a medium-level acid spell cast solely over several days. In writing by the margins, yes, I see. Was that the acid spell cast so uniformly over the entire body of the subject? The Nord female was subjected to 16 hours of a frost spell, which eventually crystallized her into a state of suspended animation, from which she eventually expired. Not the Nord male, nor the Ashlander male, who lapsed in their comas much earlier, then recovered. The Ashlander then tried to escape, but I restrained him. The Nord hand had an interesting chemical overreaction to a simple fire spell and expired. I see the accompanying illustration, in red ink. Yes, I see. The pattern of boils and lesions suggests some sort of internal incineration, perhaps caused with a combination of short burst flame followed by a longer session of frost. It's a shame I can't come to the experiment personally, but I commend you on your useful notation. Thank you about the suggestion about the slow poisoning of my maid Inara. The dosages have been suggested to have been fascinating results, eroding her memory very subtly. I intend to increase the initially and see how long it is before she notices. Pretty much, it's a pity that I haven't any Argonian subjects, but these slave traders promised me healthy PhDs in the autumn. To see their test their metabolism and result in comparison to elves and humans. It's my theory that a medium-level lightning spell cast in a continuous wave in the Argonian wouldn't be lethal. For several hours, at least. Similar to my results with the Cyrodiilic female and, of course, the giant. In red ink, you'd be ashamed to wait till autumn to see. In red ink. Here is your Argonian. Please let me know the results. It's signed Kemba, what of him? By Kinnereth, this isn't necromancy, it's destruction! Kemba war of him and Kenna Telvani Hordolf the Seer haven't been experimenting with death, or limits of magical torture. The letter is addressed to Kenna Calvani Hordolf the Seer. It is to his Sedora Ikshal Seer, his wife. His wife, do you think? Ichala? That was the Telvani of the Sheer family who I heard about in connection with the giant slaying. Let's get the maid out of here. She'll need to go to a healer. Claved's voice of Minara. She appears disoriented. What's happening? Who are you? Don't worry, everything's going to be fine. We're going to take you to a healer. Do we need a coat, I chill out. Thank you, no, I'm not cold. Inara Ichala stops, realizing what she has been caught. Clavid and Uis sheathe their blades. You have black ink in your fingertips, your ladyship. And when you saw me at the door, you thought I was the argonian your friend Warvim sent over. That's why you said, not now, go away. You're much more observant than Inara. She never did understand what was happening, even when I tripled the poison spell and she expired, in what I observed as considerable agony. What were you going to use on me first? Lightning or fire? Lightning. I find fire to be too unpredictable. As she speaks, the flames of the torch extinguish. The light is utterly dark. There is a sound of struggle, fighting, in swords clanging, and suddenly a bolt of lightning flashes out, and there's a silence. From the darkness, Ichala speaks. Fascinating. There are several more flashes of lightning as the curtain closes. That's a dark ending. A game at dinner. Oh my god! For the publisher, the history behind this letter is almost as interesting as dark as the story it tells. The original douanier, whose copy began its circulating on the ashlands of Varnaville a few months ago. In time, a print found its way to the mainland of Prince Lalu, Helsith Palace, inside Alexia. While the remake concluded after reading this letter that the prince should be furious about such a work, impugnating his highness with the great malevolence, while the reverse was true. The prince and his mother, Queen Barenziah, had previously printed and bound copies and sent to libraries and booksellers of the Morrowind. Huh. It's Prince Helsith. Oh! Prince Helsith is of House Halalu. Or Halalu. Oh, that's... Okay, that's interesting. Helsith, by the way, to anyone who's been knowledge of Elder Scrolls, is Barenziah's son. She is actually one of the character... Oh, not he, she. Barenziah and Helsith are characters actually from Daggerfall. As a matter of record, the prince and the queen have not officially stated whether letters work of pure imagination or based on actual occurrence. The house dresses publicly and denounced the work. It is indeed no one named douanier, despite the suggestion of the letter, has ever been linked to the house. We leave the reader to interpret the letter as he or she believes. Nerevarine publisher, Dark Liege, douanier. You asked for a detailed description of the experience last night and the reason for my plea to house dress for another assignment. I hoped I have serviced you well in my capacity as informant to this court of Prince Helsith. A man who, I have stated in many previous reports, could teach molagbal how to scheme. As you know, I spent nearly a year now working for my way to this inner circle of advisors. He was in need of friendship when he first arrived in Morrowind. I eagerly took to me and a few others. Still, he was disinclined to trust any of us. Which perhaps is not so surprising, given his tenuous position in Morrowind society. For your Holiness' recollection, the prince and the eldest son of Barenziah, who once the queen of Morrowind and once the queen of Hyrule, of the kingdom of Wayrest. At the death of her husband, Prince Helsith's father, King Daedra, there was a power struggle between the prince and Daedra's daughter, the Princess Elsana. Though details of what happened transpired are imperfect, it is clear that Elsana won the battle and became queen, banishing Helsith and Barenziah. Barenziah's only other child, Morgai, was already left court to marry and become the queen of Somerset Isle, kingdom of Firsthold. Barenziah and Helsith crossed the continent to return to Morrowind only last year. They are well received by Barenziah's uncle, our current king, Lalu Lethen, who had taken the throne after Barenziah's abdication more than 40 years ago. Barenziah made it clear that she had no designs of reclaiming the throne, but merely to retire to her family estates. Helsith, as you know, has lingered in the imperial court, and many have whispered that while he lost the throne to Wayrest, he did not intend to lose the throne of Morrowind to Lethen's hand. Where is my, Okay, probably not. Probably my coat upstairs. Just trying to look for my chapstick. I've kept the unholiness informed of the prince's movements, meetings, and plots, as well as the names of the characters of his other advisors. As you may recall, I've often thought that I was not the only spy in Helsith's court. I told you that a particular Dunmer counselor that Helsith looked like as a fellow I'd seen the company of Tholer Saroni, or Sarioni, the archon of the tribunal temple. Another of a young Nord woman had been verified to visit the imperial fortress of balmora. Of course, in their cases, they might have been on Helsith's own business, but I cannot be certain. I had begun to think of myself paranoid as the prince found himself when I found myself doubting the sincere loyalty of the prince's chamberlain, Burgess of Breton, who had been there for the voice of the days of the court of Wayrest. That and on that account of the night last night. Yesterday morning, I received a curt invitation to dine with the prince. Based on my own paranoia, I dispatched one of my servants, who is a good and loyal servant of the House Dress, to watch the palace and report back to anything unusual. Just before dinner, he returned and told me what had happened. A man cloaked in rags had been given entrance to the palace and stayed there for some time, and when he left, my servant saw his face beneath the cloak, an alchemist of infamous repute. Said to be leading his suppliers exotic poisons. A fine observer, my servant had also noticed the alchemist had entered the palace, smelling of wickerwheat, bitter green, and something alien and sweet. When he left, he was odorless. Ah, girl, I'm turning on my heater. Why are both my cats like this? He had come to the same conclusion I did. The Prince of Plots agrees to prepare a poison. Bitter green alone is deadly when eaten raw, with the other ingredients suggesting something far deeper. But as your own holiness can doubtless imagine, I went to dinner that night, prepared for any eventuality. Old Prince Helth's other counselors were in attendance, and I noticed that all were slightly apprehensive. Of course, I imagined those were nest of spies. We all knew the prince's mysterious meeting. It was just as likely that some knew the alchemist's visit, while others were simply concerned by the nature of the prince's invitation, and others merely unconsciously adopted the tense suspicion of their fellows, better informed the counselors. The prince, however, was in fine mettle as soon as everyone relaxed at his ease. At 9, we were ushered into the dining hall, where the feast had been laid out. And what a feast! Honey crow apples, fragrant stews, roasts of various blood sauces, and every variety of fish and fowl expertly and obstinately prepared. Crystal and gold flags of wine, filled, sheen, and mats were utter seats to be savored at appropriately at each course. As silent as the aromas were, it occurred to me that in such means of spice and flavors, a discreet poison would be undetectable. Throughout the meal, I maintained the illusion of eating the food and drinking the liquor, but I was superstitious and swallowed nothing. Finally, the plates of food were cleared to the table, and a tureen of spicy broth was placed at the center of the banquet. The servant who brought it then retired, closing the banquet hall door behind him. "It smells divine, my prince," said the Marchioness Colgar, the Nord woman. "But I cannot eat another thing. Your Highness," I added, feigning a phone of friendliness and slight intoxication. "You know that everyone at the table would gladly die to put you on the throne of Morrowind, but it's really necessary that we bore ourselves to death?" The others at the table agreed with an appreciative groan. Prince Heltha smiled. "I swear by Verena the Gifter, my dark liege, even that you have never seen a smile such as this one." Ironic words, you see. An alchemist visited me today, as some of you already doubtless know. He showed me how to make a marvelous poison, and its antidote. A most potent poison, excellent for my purposes. No restoration spell will aid you once you've ingested it. Only the antidote and the tureen will save you from certain death. And what a death, from what I've heard. I'm eager to see if the effects are what the alchemist promised. It should be a horrible, painfully for the afflicted, but quite entertaining. No one said a word. I could feel my heart beating hard in my chest. "Your Highness," said Alrat, the Dwemer I speak of the Alliance of the Temple. "Have you poisoned someone at the temple?" "Very astute, Halrat," said Prince Helthus, looking about the table, eyeing each of his advisors carefully. "Little wonder I value your counsel, as indeed I value all in this room. It would be perhaps easiest for me to say who I haven't poisoned. I haven't poisoned any who serve but one master. Any whose loyalty to me is sincere. I haven't poisoned any person who wants to see King Helseth on the throne of Morrowind. I haven't poisoned anyone who isn't a spy of the Empire, the Temple, the House of Talvani, the House of Redoran, the House of Ingdaril, and the House of Dress." So basically, people are actually loyal to him. "Your Own Holiness," he looked directly at me those last words. I know that uncertainty my face practiced at keeping my thoughts from showing, but I immediately thought of every secret message I have had, every coded message I sent to you, and the house, my dark liege. What could he know? What could he, even without knowing, suspect? I felt my heart beating even faster. Was it fear or poison? I couldn't speak. Certain it was that my voice would betray my calm facade. Those loyal to me who wish harm upon my enemies may be wondering how I can be certain that the poison was ingested. Is it possible the guilty party, or dare I say, parties, were suspicious and merely pretended to eat and drink tonight? Of course. But even the craftiest of pretenders would have to raise his glass to his or her lips and put empty forks and spoons in their mouth to play the charade. The food you see was not poisoned. The cup and cutlery were. If you did not partake out of fear, you were poisoned the same, and sadly, missed an excellent roast. Sweat beaded from my face. I turned from the prince so he would not see. My fellow advisors, all of them, were frozen in their seats, from the Marchioness Colgar, white with fear, to Kama Inebe, fear visibly shaking from the furrowed, angry brow of Alrat, to the statue-like stare of Burgess. I couldn't help thinking then, that how could the prince's entire council be composed of nothing but spies? Was there any person at the table loyal? And then I thought, what if I were not a spy myself? Would I trust Helseth to know that? No one knows better than the advisors both the depth of the prince's paranoia and the utter implicity of the ambition. If I were not a spy for House Dress, even then, would I be safe? Would a loyalist be poisoned because of not so innocent misjudgment? The others must have been thinking the same, loyalists and spies alike. While the mind word could hear a prince's voice addressing all assembled. Poison acts quickly if the antidote is not taken within 1 minute from now. There will be death at the table. I couldn't decide whether I had been poisoned or not. My stomach ached, but I reminded myself that it might be been the result of sitting at the sumptuous banquet and not partaking. My heart took in the chest, and the bitter taste like trumpa root stung in my lips. Again, was it fear or poison? These are the last words you'll hear to me if you're disloyal to me, said Prince Helseth, still smiling at a damn smile. He watched his advisors squirming in their seats. Take the antidote and live. Could I believe him? I thought of what I knew of the prince and his character. Would he kill self-confessed spy at his court? Would he simply send the vanquished back to his masters? The prince was ruthless, but either possibility was within his manner. Surely that theatrically this old presenter was meant to be a presentation to instill fear. What would my answer say if I joined them after sitting at a table eventually dying of poison? What would they say if I took the antidote, confessing my allegiance to you in House Dress, and summarily executed? And I confess, I thought of what you might do even after I was dead. I had grown so light and headed, filled my own thoughts, that I didn't even see Burgess jump from his seat. I was only suddenly aware that he had tureen in his hands, and was gulping down the liquid within. There were guards all around, though. I never noticed them entering. Burgess, said Prince Helseth, still smiling. You spent some time at Ghostgate. House Redguard? You didn't know? Burgess, Burgess laughed sourly. No house, I report to your stepsister, the Queen of Wayrest. I've always been in your employ. No house, I report to your stepsister, the Queen of Wayrest. I've always been in her employ. By Akatosh, you poisoned me because you thought I was working with some damnable dark elves? You're half right, said the prince. I didn't guess who you were working for, or even that you were a spy. But you were wrong about me poisoning you. You poisoned yourself when you drank from the tureen. Your own holiness, you don't need to hear how Burgess died. I know that you have seen much over many, many years of your existence, but you do not want to know. I wish I could erase my memory of his agonies from my own mind. The council was dismissed shortly after, and I do not know if Prince Helseth knows or suspects that I too am a spy. I do not know how many others that night, for last night were as close as I was drinking from the tureen for the Burgess did. I only know that the prince does not suspect me now. He will. I cannot wait at the games he bastard long ago at the courts of Wayrest, and I beg your holiness, my dark liege, Duanarine, use your influence to court dress and dismiss your loyal servant from this charge. Of course, the signature has not been given any reprint letters to the original. My guess, yeah, don't fuck with Helseth. I've seen enough of Wayrest's political stuff to know that. That with Tigerfall, the amount of backstabbing that place could fill could fill the Song of Ice and Fire. Oh, Storm Magicka. Huh. Neat. Ooh, fortified endurance. Ah, damn it. Oh, I have enough. I have enough to know the first thing. Hmm. If you get a reach for health potion. Damn. Fuck. Oh, hey, I lowered my alchemy greenness at least. Oh, ancient Daedric Prince. The real trick was it locking you in. Hello? Joni's Dalamax. You killed my captors and I'm grateful. I can find my own way out from here. Who are you? You'll find his own way to Oad. What the fuck is that? Water breathing. Seriously, who is that? I don't know who that is. Alright, we actually do need to go through the rest of this, because we want to see if there's something on the other end. Escape of some kind? I should probably cast buoyancy, shouldn't we? There we are. So here, that'll be faster swimming and also breathing underwater. Again, our requirements for Daggerfall. How much water is in that game? The ability to swim is very, very good. What the hell's over here then? We're back here again. Okay. Okay, west from here. Apparently that was a quest line or something. West, northwest, like over here. Short ways away. Okay, I see it. I see. Ow, damn, you're not dead? Oh. I see the temple. Where are you? There's the temple of Boethiah. That's why I came, anyway. Also, by the way, there she is. Where he is. They? I mean, Boethiah technically is genderless, if I remember right. In canon. Like, they're a boy in this game, I know that. I tag my Drew. That's so weird at a contest, because Drew is destroying the person's name. I'm being attacked by Drew! No, not Drew! I really should get more of destruction spells. Anyways, here they are. Click.
What do you want with me, mortal?
Where is your walking order?
Will you rebuild my shrine, mortal? Restore it in all its glory? Accomplish this, I will reward you. You will be the bearer of Goldbrand, my sword of legend. There is one who can help you do this for me. Listen, rough hands to smooth stone, carving rock instead of bone. In Caldera, Earth's space, his masterpiece creates. Find the one who may shape the rock. Go.
That is our quest line. Boethiah spoke to me in a riddle defeat. Help me find the one who can create the shrine. Rough hands of smooth stone, carving a rock instead of bone. In Caldera, an artist awaits his masterpiece to create. So we need to head to Caldera. Where is the port? Where is land? How far does the ocean go? Pretty far! So where is Caldera? Oh, Caldera's there. It's north of Balmora. Yeah, we can walk there. Actually, it might be faster just to use a recall spell. Oh, we have no way of doing it. We don't have enough spell points. Alright. Oh, shit!
3 blessings to you.
3 blessings. Imagine, like, you're just chilling in your bedroom and it just out of nowhere as like like one of your like not servants, but one of your like the members of your guild teleports into your living room. It's like, what are you doing here? He's getting freaky with it on the couch! Very 2,000 gold? No, we're close to it. We can get it. Oh yeah, the bookstore. We should go to the bookstore first. We need 2,000 gold for this quest line in order to get the sword. Alrighty. Pawnbroker. You! Random shit. You. Okay. Still need to return the pole.
You may speak.
Spin move. Barter. Right, vivec. Let's get this. 30? Damn. 28? Yep, there we are. There we are, we have enough gold. Just good old selling. I should probably also go to the Chanter, see if we can get one. We want to get a soul gem, see a charged soul gem. We tried to buy the soul trap spell, actually, speaking of what, because we can get some good potions. Trade. Barter. Yeah, because our stuff is better than most of the stuff they can sell. So, first is a fire blade. We go to this ebony Tonto. Okay, too expensive. Ebony short sword. Apparel. Is that a quest item? I don't know, but I'm afraid. Dagger of Judgment. Sell some of these. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that. Keep. Need that, why not? Sell this. Sell these. Keep those. Keep the CV. Keep the Divine Intervention. I think we should probably buy some of these. Okay, good to have. Where is it? I want some CVs. Offer. Alright, that should be more stuff. The inventory gone. I said the soundtrack of this game is really good. I'm first beholden to the Skyrim's like chanting, but this game's like bombastic, like horn, like basically like instruments is really nice. Okay, is there any healing potions, please? Love of God. Now you know what Geef does. Okay, so that's okay. That's a really Flint is good. Okay, Geef is really bad. So I actually know what these do now that my alchemy's high enough. Trade intelligence, fortified endurance. Okay. The store cells are really good. Is this fire? We don't need. We are immune to fire, so I mean it's not really that important. Or you can cast water breathing at will. Say will levitate.
Can you ask your question quickly? I must be going.
Okay. Okay, asshole. Still need to sell some of those weapons. I just need to find a vendor that sells them for that price. There's that person in Balmora, but like, ugh. You know what, I'll probably do that. I'll go to Balmora, see if I can sell that shit there, and buy a bound sword. Might be better. Yeah, it's reduced weight, at least. I'm no longer really over-encumbered. And we'll go to Balmora.
Why walk when you can ride?
Fix your position. Lucky lockup. Is this the place? No. Looking for a guy with a khajiit. You. Traitor. You. Traitor. Vieira's Daedric weapons. Long blade, a fiend katana. Does our sword do more? Yeah, it does, but... No. So we can get rid of this most. So he does not have that much to sell. I cannot have a this. Okay, it's a lot less weight that we can get rid of. Okay, let's see. So then it casts with the sword. Just trying to see. So. Okay. Okay, keep my main sword. We'll use that as a, use it as a backup. How's that? Okay, I use a decent amount of points. Let's wait like an hour. It does recharge. So, we should finish the Fighters Guild, get our stuff prepared, then they'll start heading to Caldera.
How fare thee, friend?
May each
You.
day greet you warmly.
Repair. Expensive ass item. Oh, hey, actually, what's your gold stores again?
How fare thee, friend?
Barter? How much gold do you carry? Maybe not. Again, the problem with this Daedric axe is that it's so good, but so expensive. Alright,
What brings you here, dwemer?
I'm gonna start heading north to Caldera. Oh, we should go to Vivec first, though. We need to go get... Okay, Joash's rare books in Vivec. Where is that? It's in the foreign quarter. Okay, so basically where we're gonna get warp with the Mages Guild. Got it.
Speak, traveler.
We want the book Boethiah's Glory. So for me, travel to Vivec. Sit at the oh, we can also warp to Caldera. Oh. Well, now we know.
Yes, friend.
Now we know that's how we can get to Caldera. We don't have to walk. We can just warp. I want to get this started right away before we do anything else, because it involves waiting 21 days. And might as well just start doing some quests instead of just doing some random crap. Okay. Okay. So we want to go down a floor. Vivec. Vivec is such a big-ass city. It feels grand. Compared to some places, especially Skyrim with its tiny-ass cities. Oh, my legs! I'm fine. I just have jelly for legs now.
Outlander.
Get away.
What do you want?
Vivec. Lower Wasteworks. Lower Wasteworks. Canal Works. Quarter Canal Works. A pretty, freaking pretty area. That's the Imperial Cult. Tomb.
Citizen.
Closer. Gene Trader. I'm gonna find sheogorath in there. Finding sheogorath in there. I think that's where you find him. I'm not sure. Lower Wasteworks. I'm a bit lost, I'm gonna be honest. Vivec is the only thing about Vivec is how grand it is that I get lost very easily. It's very easy to get lost. Western part of the Lower Wasteworks.
All right, I'm listening.
Out of the way. I will disable you. Okay.
Yes, Outlander.
What words do you have for me, citizen?
Out of the way, ordinators. Lower part of the Lower Wasteworks. Western. Oh, we're already in here. So, nope. Nope.
Citizen.
Nope.
Outlander. What
Nope.
do you want?
Okay. So we're looking for the apothecary. No, we're looking for the just show the rare books. I'm gonna okay, foreign quartermaster. We're in the western part of it. Okay. Josha's rare books. So we're looking for this person here. No, we're looking for a down area. Okay. Alright. No. Opposite area. I see. Above.
What is it, citizen?
Very confusing area, okay? The Alchemist. Rare books. There you are. Hello, books. Any skill books? A lot of books in the House of Troubles. Just looking at your fairs right now. The entire history of the Empire. Enchantress of Vivec. Mother Drisel. Oh, you're not. You're not. Got the cellar. Ooh. Ooh, dance of fire. Acrobatics. Oh, I'm taking these.
Go on about your business.
Okay, I'm trying to read. Did I accidentally take them by accident? Yes, I did. Can I help you?
About your business.
Ooh. Can I help you, sir?
Khajiit do for you.
Yes, I need Boethiah's calling. Boethiah's glory? And I'll sell you these books back.
Why you?
The pay gold.
It has no master.
Meh.
About your business.
Get out of the way! I will disable you again.
My rights are ticking.
Get out of here! Ah! Might be just cheaper to just warp back and then walk back. Yeah, it just be right fast. Just to recall back and then go to the Mage Guild and we'll Caldera from there. I have the money. I have the means. I also need a place where I can sell Daedric stuff. Like, I have no idea where to sell things. There we are, Mage's Guild. Travel to Caldera. In fact, there's only Dark Elf. Fuck you two. Everyone else will help me. Why can't you? Anyways, feather, light. A light spell would be nice, actually. But really, we should get some more destruction spells. Great feather. Feather. That lowers fall damage. Burden. We should get a better destruction spell in general.
What's
Yes.
this then?
Alright, I will take those from you. Disintegrates your weapon.
My time is
Maybe armor would be nice. Okay. So we're looking for a man here. So we already got the Shadai Rare, we close in the Boethiah lore book. We're looking for Orc Duma Grolag. The blades. No.
Greetings.
Sculptor! There it is. I certainly haven't heard of anyone around here. You might ask Vivec, Gemain, though. He's a trader here in town. He buys and sells many different things. If anyone knows a local sculptor, it'll be him. Okay. The Empire mages can legally purchase corpses and souls for philosophical research, and may do with them as they wish in private. Yeah, kind of disappointing things that they got rid of that. Okay. Is it you I'm looking for? No, it's Argola. Hey, how about I bankrupt your entire thing with an axe? You can buy your entire stock, just by giving you one singular item. Well, it's you. I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you? No from Buckroll. Yeah, I know I got note. You get mine. Good for you, big hero. Go, I find them when I'm damn good and ready. Jim Morrow's house. Hosmod. Armor. Barter. Okay. Any new shit I can buy? Any cool shit you got? No. 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 I mean, I have better than everything. I should try to find something good to buy. How's your gold storage? Oh, it's really bad. Where is there anyone who can buy this stuff? Jeez. I just need what? I need like to find Vivec. I need one guy who will buy this stuff. That's all.
Keep moving.
There's Varric Germain. I don't think I've seen you in Kettle before. Can I help you? Looking for services? Can I tell you where to go? Oh. Ooh, you sell. You have good stuff. Brass mirror robe. That is clothing I can wear under that. So I would take this. No. I have to cast it manually. Okay, how would you like a Daedric axe? Yeah, I would physically have to buy your entire stock in order to do that. This thing is a trap.
Can you ask your question quickly?
A stone cutter. A sculptor. A sculptor? Not going to find many around here. Art's not really a premium, you know. There is an orc in town who likes to carve up some stones, but I'm not about buying sculptures. He lives in the Gorak Manor with a bunch of other orcs. Odd one, to be sure. Alright. So we actually did just see that manor, didn't we? You know, I think we did, right? Yeah, it was here. Gorak Manor. Welcome to Caldera. We're an imperial town through and through, obviously, so how can I help you? Sculptor? I certainly haven't heard of anyone around here. That's Daedric, though. He's a trader here in town. But he sells many different things.
May your kills be quick and many.
Sculptor?
Fight well.
I was told to come here when I asked him. That is a scamp. I'm creeping! 10,000 gold. He buys everything at full price. I love him. Alright. You keep being your cool self, man, dude. I don't buy that item! I'm the Caldera Mining Company. I know about business and business is good. What can I do for you? It's on the 3rd floor, have I heard? Within the Bulbar. Oh, it's you. Duma Grolag. Book of Dawn and Dusk, Invocation of Azura, Book of Daedra. Oh, I wonder if he's a Daedra worshipper. I'm fine, thank you. How can I help you? Sculptor. Me? Well, I've done a few pieces, mostly. Gorak just throws them fairly far. You're interested in buying a piece? I'm working on one now. For now, I call it Untitled Rock. I would wish you to recreate the Shrine of Boethiah. You got the stuff? Good. Give it here. Okay, I found a place. Nice and far away from stuff. Take me a few weeks, though. I've got to get some assistant sculptors to help me out. Not too easy to find, no. Anyhow, I'll be done not too long. I'm going to build a Cartag's Point over the coast from here. Up north, can't miss it. Really big. I'll tell you, it's up north. Great big rock. Named the famous orc hero. He killed himself there. Very famous. Long way down that rock. Okay. Takes some weeks. It takes about 21 days, exactly. So it's north, or like this. But probably,
What was that?
it takes about 21 days from what I see on the guide. So we will continue on with House Redruin's quest line until then. We'll basically make sure to keep that in mind. So the next quest line is a duel. Okay. There's the Andros, there's the Flanders. Oh, we already dealt with this guy. He punched his face in. Serin Ball. Alderune. Okay. Oh, shit. Alright. Teleport!
You'll bring me good fortune, Commander. How may I be of service?
Teleport here! Alright. Oh, wait. It's alchemy. Alchemy's not 15. You silence Andros Nerano's slander? I don't think you will slander House Redwood again, Shalfarmer's Blade. You defeated Andros Nerano in a duel for the honor of our house. A duel is an honorable tradition going back to at least the founding of Restain. Each party to the duels to make an agreement of the compensation that they will give to the winner. The loser is legally bound to the agreement. Most duels are found until one party admits defeat or falls in battle. The duel to death is less common and more ends with one party. If the party's dead, the winner of the duel takes photos of the loser's possessions, but some consider this not as honorable. Leaders of smugglers operating the coast of the cave as Sherin Ball. Sherin Ball is a cave southwest of Gnar Mach. I'll mark the town on your map. I heard the smugglers are led by a Dunmerny, the Roder, and the redguard and Jean. Kill the leaders and report back to me, with the smugglers and local contact somewhere in Alderune. Maybe worth your while to investigate there. Okay. So, Gunnar Mach is here. Oh, there's Karstag's Point. Oh, it's actually marked. Neat. Should probably find a bed to rest at soon. God damn it, they're all stuck there again. Those guards don't have the best pathing, don't they?
It's so good to meet you.
Venom Manor. Scar. Dinar Vieran Varjan is the guy. He is looking to the Ordal Helvi in Alderune. He is located in Dinar Varian's house. He has a house, so okay. Oh, there's Clother there. Smith. There he is.
It's so good.
I'm Drenari Varian, of the Varian family. Chernabal. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, it lowers his position. Varian family. Surely you've heard of the Varian family. No, then I don't want to waste my time educating you. City local pyrotechnics. Admire. Same to you. Thanks. Pretty words, dark elves that aren't really serving. I don't want to do that. Stop this!
Annoying outlander.
That guy is part of the member of that enemy guild, so what he says usually, I want to involve in the Thieves Guild. Totally want, but I'm not joining. Kelly actually does have a quest with Imperial Legion, so we don't want to kill him. So So let's head to Shurn Ball. So we want to go... it's probably just best to just walk there, honestly. Just walk east. It's east-west. No, west, west-south, west-southwest. It's 3:48. Oh, we only have like about an hour left to stream. Okay. Sorry, my vision's been good today. I don't know what's happening to me, but like I'm feeling tired as hell. As long as you don't forget about Boethiah's quest, we should be fine to get it. Chop! I want to do a test to see which one's better. Do the greatsword in this later in the game. Alright, so let's test now. Well, not a good test subject. Not a good test subject, I see. As you can probably tell. Chop's been half the sword. Kind of funny that basically at this point in the game we have basically won. We could technically go after the main villain and win. We could finish the entire main quest and be done with this game in like 5 seconds, but I'm choosing not to, just the sole purpose of I can. Oh god! For the sole purpose, I want to explore. I want to do quest lines. I'm side questing. And I can easily just go over to Red Mountain, slaughter the final boss. We're level 21. 20 is the limit. The game recommends, or like most people recommend, to finish the main quest. Acrobatics have to be the first skill we max out because, I mean, look at it. Up two. How's the map going? Oh, there, we already time to tell that. Oh, I see. We're close. We should cross this ocean up ahead. Rain. Bitter Coast region. You know, let's perch at a rock and just watch the rain, you know? Of course, the rain stops the moment we... Of course, the rain stops the moment that I sit down to watch the rain. It's a beautiful landscape, though. I do love the landscapes in this game. They're just gorgeous. Alright. We see what's up ahead. Again, it's beautiful. But I think that the more of like an accurate fog, if we were to go with more of an actual fog distance, we should be going more like this. Lower it by like half. But I like seeing it far. What if we turn on shaders? Oh no. Let's do that, huh? Yeah, I have to turn on more interest. Oh shit, that's an enemy! You guys are enemies! You're like different from every other netch. You killed a breeding netch. What does that mean? Okay, apparently that was tied to a side quest for the Imperial Legion. Again, I do plan on doing the Legion, so you do need a little more personality of it. Because I'm playing a maxing it out, so the closest is getting like 70. Okay. The key of a sure animal. It's gonna knock. Turn ball. Southwest. Here. Hello there, guard.
What do you want?
Dear members of House Lalu. There you are. Shurin ball. Okay, I want to test now. Weapon strength. Versus... Okay, come on. Okay, it wasn't a good test because I killed them so fast, but... Let's try and load that quick save. Equip the other weapon. Just trying to see which one is stronger. Okay, so this is technically stronger. This is the stronger weapon. What did I just hear? What? This is the end of you, Swit! This is the end of you, Swit! Get over here! Tom Lu. Your master's pick. Ooh.
It's about time I had some fun.
Well, you've been disavowed. How is that fun? You just were so Spanish about. So, I think what I should do is this. Basically, keep this like basically like a main weapon, and the other weapon when I don't want to use magic. Shit. Ha! I'm immune to fire. Low at block skill as well. Ice and Ice and Chitin. Books. The tale dates the year 855 in the Second Era, after General Talos had taken the name Tiber Septim and began his conquest of Tamriel. One of his commanding officers, Boethiah of Euleos, had been surprised by an ambush while returning from a meeting with the Emperor. She and her personal guard of 5 soldiers barely escaped or separated from their army. They fled across the desolate sleep plate painted a rocky cliffs by foot. The attacks had been so sudden they had not had the time to don their armor to get to their horses. We get to the Gorvig Rage, hollered Lieutenant Actus, gesturing towards the peak of the mist. His voice barely discernible over the wind. We can meet the Preligion station in Pornock. Bia looked across the craggy landscape and through the wind-swept hoary trees and shook her head. Not that way! We'll be struck down before we make it halfway up the mountain! You can see their horses' breath through the trees! She directed her guard toward a ruined old keep in the frozen isthmus of Nerone. across the bay from Gorvig Ridge. Jutting out on a promontory rock, it was like many other Scavanan castles in northern Skyrim, remnants of Remen Cyrodiil's protective shield against the continent of Akavir. As they reached their destination and made a fire, they could hear the army of the Weird Chiefs of Dawnstar behind them. Danstar! Give me one. Making a camp in the land's southwest, blocking their only escape from the sea. The soldiers assessed the stock of the keep while Boethiah looked through the wall-filled water and the casemates of the ruin. She threw a stone, watching it skip across the ice-trailing puffs of witness before it disappeared with a splash and a cracking of the surface. No food or weaponry to be found, Commander, Lieutenant Ascutus reported. There's a pile of armor and storage, but it's definitely taken the elements over the years. I don't know if it's salvageable at all. It won't last long here, Boethiah replied. The Nords know that we'll be vulnerable when the night falls, and this old rock won't hold them off. If there's anything in the keep we can use, find it. We have to make it across the ice floe to the ridge. After a few minutes of searching the present matching pieces, the guards presented two very grimy, scuffed, and cracked suits of chitin armor. Even the least proud of the adventurers of the pirates who had looted the castle over the years had thought the shells of chitin beneath their notice. The soldiers not cleaned them. Dust looked over them, looked to be the only adhesive holding them together. We won't offer as much protection, just slow us down, grimaced Ascutus. If we run across the ice as soon as it gets dark. Anyone who plans and executes an ambush like the war chiefs of Danstar, we're expecting that. We need to move quickly now before they get any closer. Boethiah drew a map of the bay with the dust and a semicircular path across the water to an arc stretching of the castle to the Grovig River. The men should be a long way across the bay like so. The ice is thick there and waves to the shoreline, and there's a lot of rocks for cover. You're staying behind to hold the castle? Of course not, Boethiah shook her head and drew a straight line for the castle and closest sword across the bay. I'll take one of the chitin suits and try to walk across the water here. If you don't see it or hear me when you've made it to land, don't wait. Just get to Pornock. Lieutenant Ascutus tried to dissuade his commander, but he knew that she was never to back down when would order one of her men to launch a suicidal act of diversion. That all would die before they reached Gorvit Ridge. If the warlord's army was not distracted, he would find only one way to honor his commander by protecting honor his duty by protecting his commanding officer. It was not easy convincing Commander Boethiah that he could accompany her, but at last she relented. The sun hung low, but still cast a diffuse glow, illuminating the snow with a ghostly light. When the 5 men and 1 woman slipped through the borders beneath the castles of the water's frozen edge, Boethiah and Ascutus moved carefully and precisely, painfully aware of each dull crunch of chitin against stone. As their commander signaled, the 4 unarmored men dashed towards the north across the ice. When her men had reached the first fragment of cover, a spiral of stone jutting a few yards from the base of its promontory, Boethiah turned to listen to the sound of the enemy army above. Nothing but silence, and they were still unseen. Ascutus nodded, his eyes through the helm showing no fear. The commander and her lieutenant began stepping into the ice, began to run. When Boethiah had survived the bay from the castle ramparts, the crossing closest to the shore had seemed like a vast, featureless plain of white. Now that she was down in the ice, it seemed more flat and stark. The sheet of mist rose only above their ankles, but it billowed at the approach. Like the hand of nature itself was pointing out their presence to their enemies. They were utterly exposed. When it came almost as a relief when Boethiah heard one of the war chief's scouts whistle a signal to his masters. They didn't have to turn around to see the army was coming. The sound of galloping hooves and the crash of trees giving way was very clear of the whistling wind. Boethiah wished she could risk a glance to the north to see her men were hidden from view, but she didn't care. She could hear Ascutus running to her right, keeping pace, breathing hard. He was not used to wearing heavy armor, but the chitin joints were so brittle and tight from years of disuse that it was all he could do to bend them. The rocky shore of the ridge was still looked at eternity away when Boethiah felt and heard the first volley of arrows. Most struck the ice at her feet, with sharp cracking sounds, but few nearly found home, ricocheting off their backs. She silently offered a prayer of thanks to whatever anonymous cellsmith, how long dead, had crafted the armor. They continued to run, but the first rain of arrows was quick, followed by a second and a third. "Thanks, Stendarr!" Ascutus gasped. "If there was only leather in this keep, it'd be pierced through and through. Now, if only it weren't so rigid." Boethiah felt her own armor joints begin to set, her knees and hips finding more and more resistance to every step. There could be no denying it. They were drawing closer to the shore, but they were running far more slowly. She heard the first dreadful galloping crunch of the armies charging the flow towards them. The riders were cautious on the slippery ice, not driving their horses at full speed, but Boethiah knew they would be upon them, two of them, soon. The old kite in armor could stand a fight of a few arrows, with the lance driven with the force of a galloping horse. The only great unknown was time. The thunder of beating hooves was deafening behind them when Cusis and Boethiah reached the edge of the shore. The giant jagged stones that struck around the beach blockaded the approach. Beneath their feet, the ice sighed and crackled. They could not stand still, run forward, nor run back. Straining against the tired metal of the armored joints, they took two bounds forward and flew at the boulders. The first landing on the ice sounded like an explosive crack. When they rose to the final jump, it was on the wave of water, so cold it felt like the fire through the thin armor. Acutis' right hand found a purchase in a deep fissure. Boethiah gripped both hands, but her boulder was slick with frost. Faces pressed into the stone, they could not turn to face the armor behind them. But they heard the ice splintering, and the soldiers cry out in terror for just an instant. There was no sound but the whirring of the wind and the purring lap of the water. A moment later, there were footsteps above. The 4 guardsmen had crossed the bay. There were 2 to pull Boethiah up from the face of the boulder, and another 2 for Acutis. They strained and swore at the weight, but finally they had their commander and their lieutenant safely in the cross of Gorvik Ridge. By Mar, those heavy for light armor. Yes, smiled Boethiah, wearily looking back over the empty, broken ice floe, the crackles radiating from parallel paths she and Acutis had run. But sometimes, that's good. Okay, he's wearing chitin armor. Unnamed book. Swordblade. The problem with the thieves today, said Letos, was the lack of technique. I know there's no honor among thieves, there never was, but there used to be some pride, some skill, some basic creativity. It really makes those of us in a sense of history despair. Imalin sneered, slamming down his flat of grief, violently through a rough-hewn table. Vivec, what do you want us to say? You ask us. What do you want when you see a guard? What do you want us to do when you see a guard? Well, what do you do when you see a guard? And I says, stab the fetcher in the back. What do you prefer? Should we challenge him to a game of chits? So much ambition, so little education, said Leos with a sigh. My dear friends, we aren't smuggling some tourist fresh off the ferry. The Cobbler's Guild Hall. He may not sound intimidating, but tonight, when the dues collection is housed there, before being sent to the bank, the security is going to be tighter than the Korma's ass. You can't just stab at every back you encounter and expect to make it to the vaults. Tell that to Atsu Auditori. Why don't you explain simply what you'd like us to do? Asked Galsa, calmly, trying to keep the tone of the group down. Most locals that plot and plaster. Corn and Tellarune knew enough to listen in, but she knew better than to take any chances. The common thief, said Leto, swallowing himself more grief, warming in the subject, sticks his dagger in the opponent's back. This may slay the target, but more often gives them time to scream and drenches the attacker with blood. Not good. Now, good throat slashing? Properly executed. Can both slay and silence a guard and leave the thief relatively blood-free. Are you sure? It's gonna go, you know. After all, after the robbery, we don't want to see a bunch of blood-soaked butchers running through the streets. Even Tellarune would like to be warned of suspicion. You can catch your victim lying down asleep or resting. You are in an excellent position. Place one hand under the mouth with your thumb and under the chin, and when you use the other hand to slit the throat, and quickly turn the head to one side as the body bleeds out right away from you. There's a risk of becoming bloodstained if you don't move the head quickly enough. If you're unsure, strangle the victim first to avoid the blood that tends to spurt out in 3 to 4 jets when someone is stabbed while alive. A very good friend of mine, a thief from Genissus, whose name I won't mention, swears by the strangle and stab technique. So, but you grab your victim's throat behind, and while throttling him, you batter his face against the opposite wall. When the victim is thus rendered unconscious, you slash at the throat while still holding him from behind, and the risk of staining one's clothes with blood is practically non-existent. Jesus Christ. The classic technique, which requires less grappling than my friend's variation, is to place one hand over the victim's mouth and then saw through the throat in 3 to 4 strokes, rather like playing a violin. Requires a little effort, and while there's quite a bit of blood, it all jets forward away from you. There's no reason when one knows one is going to be slitting some throats not to take some precautions and bring some extra equipment. The best neck hackers I know generally carry a bit of wetted cloth on the outside of their knives to keep blood from getting on their cuffs. It's impractical for this sort of assignment, but when you're anticipating 1 or 2 victims, nothing beats throwing a sack over the target's head, drawing the string tight, and then supplying the killing blow or blows. Amalin laughed loudly. Can you see a demonstration sometime? Very soon, Letos. If Galcia does done her job. Galcia brought out the map of the guild house, freshly stolen. He had to detail out the strategy. Last several hours had been a whirlwind to all. In less than a day, 3 had met, formulated a plan, bought or stolen the necessary ingredients, and were about to execute it. Not one of the 3 were sure whether the confidence or stupidity were driving the other 2, but the fates were aligned. The guild house was going to be robbed. In the sunset, Letos, Galcia, and Imalin approached the cobbler's guild house on the east side of town. Galcia used her caches of stoneflower to master scent for the guards' wolves as the 3 passed over the parapets. She also acted as lead scout, and Letos was impressed. For someone of relative inexperience, she knew her way through the shadows. Okay, about halfway now. Letos' expertise was demonstrated a dozen times, and the guards were a diverse variety. She was able to demonstrate all means of silent assassination he had built over the years. Amalin opened the vault to his unique and systematic method. As tumblers fell beneath his fingers, he softly sang an old dirty tavern song about the 99 loves of Boethiah, as it helped him focus to organize better difficult combinations. Within seconds, the vault was open and the gold was in hand. They left the guild house an hour after they entered. No alarm had been raised. The gold was gone, and corpses lay pooling blood on the stone floors within. Well done, my friends, well done. You've learned well, Letos said as he poured a gold piece in the specially designed compartments of his tunic sleeves. Whereas they held fast with no jingling or unusual boldness, we'll meet back to the plot and plaster tomorrow morning and split up the bounty. The group parted ways. The only person who knew the most covert route through the city's sewer system, Letos, slipped in through the duct and vanished below. Galcia knew through her shawl, muddied her face to resemble an old flawed fortune-teller, and headed north. Imalin headed east into the park, keeping his unnatural scenes to keep him away from this city watch. Trusting his unnatural senses, Now that I teach the greatest lesson of all, thought Letos as he slashed the labyrinthine tunnels of sludge. His guar was waiting where he left it at the city gates, making a laconic lunch of the cokeweed shrub to which he had been leashed. On the road to Vivec, he thought of Galcia and Amalin. Perhaps they had been caught and brought in for questioning already. It was a pity he couldn't see the undergoing interrogation. Who would break under pressure first? Amalin was certainly the tougher of the 2, but Galcia doubtless had been reserved. It was merely intellectual curiosity. They thought his name was Letos, and that he was meeting them at the plots and plaster. The authorities wouldn't therefore be expecting a Dunmer named Sathis celebrating his wealth miles and miles away in Vivec. As he prodded his mountain forward in sunrise, Sathis pictured Galcia and Amalin not undergoing interrogation, but sleeping the good deep sleep of the wicked, dreaming how they would spend each shares of their gold. Both wake up early and rush to the plot and plaster. He could see them now, Amalin laughing and carrying on, and Galcia hushing to avoid bringing undue attention. They would take a couple flagons of Keith, perhaps order a meal, a big one, and wait. Hours would pass, and so would their moods. The chain of reaction that every betrayed person exhibits: nervousness, doubt, bewilderment, and anger. The sun was fully risen when Sathis reached the stables of his house on the outskirts of Vivec. He reined in his guar and filled his feed. The rest of the stalls were empty. It wouldn't be until that afternoon when his servants returned for the feast in St. Realms and Genissus. They were good people, but he treated them well. But from past experience, he knew that servants talked. They began to connect his absences with the thefts in the other towns. It was only a matter of time before they would go to the authorities or blackmail him. After all, they were human. It was best in the long run to keep them a week off with pay. Give them a week off with pay whenever he was out of town on business. He slipped the gold into the vault in his study, and he went upstairs. The schedule had been tight, but Sathis was given himself a few hours of rest before the household returned. His own bed was wonderfully soft and warm compared to the dreadful mattress he had used all the way in the canton in Tellerune. Sathis woke some time later from a nightmare. For a second after he opened his eyes, he thought he could still hear Amalin's voice nearby, singing the 99 loves of Boethiah. He lay still in his bed waiting, and there was no signs of the unusual creaks and guys in his castle. Afternoon sunlight came through his bedroom window, and with ribbons catching dust, he closed his eyes. The song returned, and sat and heard the vault door in his study swing open. The smell of stonefire filled his nose, and he opened his eyes. Only a little of the afternoon sunlight could pierce the inside of the burlap sack. A strong, feminine voice clamped over the mouth, and a thumb jabbed under the chin. Just as his throat opened and his head was shoved to the side, he heard Galcia in her typical calm voice. Thank you for the lesson, Sathis. Ah, lesson to be learned. Don't screw over people, and you won't be murdered. Ooh. Holy shit, that's a ton of stuff. Dwarven claymore, dwarven short sword. That's good selling fodder, but again, we already have one. That is for a bit more weight. It is a lot more expensive. Yeah, it's not fit. What do you mean not fit? Good stuff here. Oh, it's skooma. Wait, get rid of the skooma. The only way... Oh, shit. The only way you can really know how to get rid of skooma. You take it. If you don't know what to do with skooma, you just drink it. Sujama. A lot of good stuff here. Nice quest, nice haul. Current cylinder. And a rusted blocker. Haha. Do I have any of these? Yes, I do. There we are. Prepare my stuff. Just use it up. Oh boy. I got all these, honestly. Got a bunch of magic items now. All waste stuff, you know? Oh, okay, it's skooma as well. Yeah, the skooma basically just destroyed my ability to think. Though, having boosted 140 is... Oh my lord. Ah! Oh my god. That's probably horrifying. I am high on everything! Can't hit anything, but hey, my character is high as a kite, just chopped in half. Emerald, Grand Soul Gem. Nom. Ooh, Dwemer Greaves would have been nice if I didn't have ebony. Spiritual Brandy. How long is this skooma gonna last for is the real question. Because the moment that thing wears off, we're fucked. Okay. Oh shit, there it is. Okay. Need to sort through this now. This mates. Get rid of that. Should just sort by, like, by weight. If we didn't have this, it would be much less. God. Okay. Okay. Flynn. I need to drink a Flynn just to get back to the city so I can sell this shit. Please. I need to make it. I'm almost there. I can't leave this all behind. It will despawn. Okay. Rat shack. Shack. I'm trying to sell shit. Shack. Shack. Shaquille O'Neal. The shack. Is there any shops in this entire area? No. 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 It's just there's no shops. Why is there no shops? Ah! Maybe there's something in here. Maybe there's something in the manor. What do you offer training? Okay, pretty good stuff actually. Longwood. Go ahead. Ah! What do you mean? Okay, you train a lot too. I know you're House Lalu. Do you have any shops in here? Ah! Flynn. Oh, there's more grief. Drop this. You can just drink it all. Just glug, 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 glug. Right. What is it, Outlander? Where the heck he's from past us?
Speak, traveler.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
Ah! Go, 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 go. You know, Divine Intervention. I'm using Divine Intervention scroll. I'm Severe Intervention. Balmora Temple. We're at the Balmora Temple. Make sure you remember where the shops are. They're across the river. Go, no, go, 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 go! Flynn's running out soon. You should speak to that one guy. Go, 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 go. I'm fast, I can make it. Did I rock the other side? I went the wrong side. No, it's the right side and I fucked it up. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Fortify strength? Okay, this Sujama does. Just drop that in the ocean. You can have that. Makes me as dumb as a sack of bricks, but hey, it does something. Okay. Go, 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 go! I'm drinking all the wine to make myself stronger so I can sell this shit. Ah! Give us Daedric weapons. Okay. You select all these amulets and shit. Okay, that's a bunch of space there. It's not weight, it's 12 weight. Three rubies. One ruby? So Shane. Okay, I can walk normally now. Note to self, Sheen is expensive as hell. Got it. And how's Mercantile going along? That's going. Okay.
Should you need something, I will be happy to oblige.
Hate wasting the Elm City restoration, but I mean, if I have to, you know. Okay, sell you. Okay. I am satiated.
You've won me over.
Let's go sleep in a bed. Me. Okay. So, endurance, personality, and power. Part one. So our intelligence is permanently buffed. So we use our your restore intelligence potion. Should have that, shouldn't we? I mean, I have like every potion but that, I guess. Here. That was a fortify, wasn't it? Nope, just okay. Any more of those? Or let's just get rid of that right now. Alright. Intelligence is normal now. You've gotten over our skill addiction. Hooray! Let's go report that to the...
Three blessings to you,
Hey.
This is a pleasure.
How much does it boost for these teleport? Anywhere in the smugglers in Shurenbal? So the leaders of Shurenbal are dead. Good. They shall trouble House Redoran no more. Go a house farther, you must earn the support of more counselors. Training. Let's do some training in Shortblade because we need to use Shortblade anyway, so as well. There we are. Speed +3. Getting that mathematics would be nice. Still affects attack speed from him, right? Okay. Any other duties? Arethan Mandus, once the great noble of House Redoran, now claims to be the Lord of West Gash, and is demanding tribute from travelers on the road to the Margon. Needs someone to stop the mad lure of Arthan Mandus. You can find him in the Cavern of Milk on the Eldaroon Caldera Road. We had to walk past that multiple times. West of Eldaroon, two crossroads marked by signposts are very close to one another. To reach Milk, head west for the Guinness sign on the west signpost, then watch right for the north branching path to Milk. The mad lord and a few followers of some outlaws join his estate. They'll protect Arthian Mandus with their lives. And further, Arthian Mandus will be cured of his madness rather than killed. You might want to go to Ebonheart's with the Loar Mandus, Arthan's father there. Arethan's father. Can you cure him? Alright. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can no longer interact with anything. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm fine. Should try to take this to a repair shop, honestly. Maybe I should see about the warranty.
Welcome, friend. I feel as though I should.
Ah. So we need to go to Ebonheart. Where the hell's Ebonheart? Ebonheart. Balmora, Moonmouth, Mandus, Balur, Saran, Arvel, vivec, I'm not even gonna pronounce that. Okay. Belisera, Margan, Muslif Ruins, Genesis, Brendus, Gunnar-Mach. Alright. Hero Law. There's a way to get that part. How do I get there? Okay. How do I get to Ebonheart? Okay. Okay, so it's by Hawkmouth Garrison. Ebonheart, location, Morrowind. So it's west of Vivec. So there's Ebonheart. So we want to head to Vivec and then go from there. Or go south Balmora. Scadian Isles. Cool. Where's Cool? Are you fucking kidding me?
Why walk when you can ride?
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you telling me I could have just walked here the entire time? Without having to go to Guinness all the time?
Where would you like to go?
No, genuinely, that's not an overreaction. Are you fucking kidding me? You mean to tell me I didn't have to walk every single time? Oh my god. Oh my god. You know how many times I had to walk to Guinness just to teleport? So Vivec.
What's this about?
You tell me, I warped here.
Is there something I
Okay,
can do for you?
so we're in the north part of Vivec. We want to head down southeast from Vivec. Can I slow fall? Do I have a slow fall? I could just jump in the water. Whee! Oh shit, so! No. Okay. Okay. I thought that was shallow water. I was so terrified. Alright, let's head to Ebonheart now. I'll smack you one by one, kill you all with my sword. I'm also just... Oh. Where is it? Firebite. Come here. Come here, you stupid... Do that versus Firebite. That's 3 versus 3. Okay, 3. Okay. So it's still more constant to do this. Sorry, little one. I'm sorry, little one. Get over here. Get over here. chop, chop. Yeah, I'm completely immune to fire magic, so might as well spam it. All those destruction levels. That willpower up. More willpower, the better, after all. Please. Fuck you, Scrib. Okay. So we need to head to... So that's Ebonheart there. We need to head to the... Rathensfar, Lairmet, and Grand Council Chambers of Ebonheart. It's an imperial city here. Oh, Nerevar. Okay, vivec, this delegate, Ebonheart. So you do the Fire Skill quest. Oh, that's cool. It's a dragon. Oh, you okay?
Do not fear.
Okay, do not fear? Okay, I'll listen to you. We could have. Specific official one that I can't believe.
Speak freely, friend.
East Empire Company call.
I do enjoy a good conversation.
Well, guess what? I'm not talking to you. Alright, 6 fishes. Need to go to the Grand Council. Hawkmouth Towers.
Think it'll rain?
Phyllis. Maybe. Skyrim mission. What? Argonian mission. Oh, I see. These are basically like, because they connect to Black Marsh. Hawkmouth Towers. I mean, Hawkmouth Legion Garrison. And you took the Grand Hall. So it'll be here. You look like you're well off.
How can I help?
Jonas Maximus. I'm an officer of the Legion. Move along. Please are spies everywhere, and no one knows them. Alright. Grand Council Chambers. There you are.
So good to meet you.
Grace the Nine, Citizen Shalfar Mistblade. I am Larar Mandus. Welcome to Ebonheart, capital of Vardenfell District. Are you looking for someone in particular? So, Arethan Mandus. Yes, I heard my son has gone mad. I fear his madness was caused when his daughter, Delina Mandus, was captured. She's being held in the Tell Fear. I don't want to lose another grandchild of Telvani. Please, bring her back to me. Tell Fear? Fear is a Daedra-ur tower. It's the only way to get there is to swim straight southwest of Sage's Mora. You mark on your map in case you get lost. Okay. 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 Honestly, it would be faster to warp back to Alderaan and then walk. Or go to Balur. Well, Sorace Moor. No, Sorace Moor we can swim to. We can ship to, right? Because it's a coastal city. So yeah, we can probably go and use one of the Coast Guard, or not a Coast Guard, like one of the fairs. You know? Go to Alderaan and get a fare. Or the, Alvalothi. Sorry, Alvalothi. Yeah, there was a warp point on one of those. It was Sidrith Mora. There we are. Haha! Sidrith Mora. So it heads southeast. Oh wow, this is a very scary looking place. So much in this game I need to explore. It's kind of breathtaking in a way. Oh, the wrong spell. There are. At this point, Shalfar Mistblade is a freaking legend among these guys. He's a master of the sword. He's a master mystic. With the ability to teleport. He has clad in full ebony. He's basically the ebony warrior at this point with his strength. Telefear. I guess you'll probably be here with Telvanni later when you play our mage. Well, actually, Telvanni is is thieves, remember, right? It's one of the others. Mages are thieves. Still healed. We haven't found a Dark Brotherhood assassin in a long while, but we'll meet him probably later, and you'll get the sword. Tale of Fear. Onyx Hall. Really weird place. Alright. Okay. There's a trapdoor down here. Divina Fear. My name is Delta Fear. Do you want to see Divina Fear? Have you get the Corpus Disease, or another questing hero to plunder the dungeon? Fear's in a study. Sure you won't mind being disturbed. Dylan Amandus. You'll need to speak with Dylan Fear, Friday. Okay, so Corpus is being treated here. Oh wait, this is the place by the way I need to unlock. Don't I have an open spell? Yeah, there we are. Ha ha!
Is there something you need?
Who are you? Did my father send you? Should we travel together and get out of this place? Yes. Should I try to escape? Follow me. Very well, try to escape. Take me outside the tower. Just... Open sesame! Open sesame, for I am the mighty spellform displayed. Open! Thank you for rescuing me. Please take my locket to my father, Arthurian Vandus. I am safe, but I have my duties that cannot be ignored. I'll go visit my father when I can. In the meantime, take this locket to my father. I do not know where he is now. Perhaps an old friend, Athens Serethi in Elderun can tell you. Take the... Okay.
Is there something you need?
Alright. So next we have to go to... We have to go to Milk. Or it is on the map! Actually, no it isn't, but... It's over in this area. Alright, so, recall. Oh my gosh! Holy shit, why? How did you just warp it? I marked a rune on your floor. Why? Whee! Ah! We're off to fight a wizard, the horrible wizard of Ilk. And I have to down in 90 minutes. That was probably the last quest you do for the day, and then we'll continue onward to later tonight. Yeah, it's been a 2-hour stream. It's pretty good. We'll continue later tonight with some more. After I'm done hanging out with my friend. Anyway, with some dinner, of course. So, Margan, Alderun. Okay, so what were the instructions? You safely had to tell Fear. So on the Alderun and Caldera Road, west of Alderun, two crossposts marked with signposts are very close to each other. To reach Milk, head west on the Guinness sign, the westmost sign, and watch right for a north branching path, the Milk. I know we found this area by accident when we were looking around. Like, a lot. We found this place a lot when we were looking. So, hounds. Avoid them if we can. I can kill them, but I just don't want to. There's a lot of them, and I just don't feel like fighting them. So, Caldera, Guinness, Margon. So we want to head down here, right? Oh, there it is. That's a Halloran. Oh, there it is. That's northwest, west. If I can save someone's life instead of killing them, I will. You know? I ain't a monster, you know? I will save people's lives if I can. I am supposed to be a hero character, after all. A hero of the Dark Elves, the Outlander. Ex-members of House Teldani. Ex-member of House Teldani, and now member of House Redguard. I'm saying that, by the way, in the sense of, like, my character's lore. His parents were ex-House Teldani, who basically fled Morrowind due to reasons of their own. Milk! Oh, it's an icicle blade. Laurel, sealed shard sword. Sword. Semi-daughter. I mean, actually, we don't really have the inventory space for it, though. That's Bone Walker. Fuck you. Alright, we have some destroy strength potions for a reason. 15 points is not enough, so let's see if we have a stronger one. Need another one? Okay, store strength, please. Come on, we have more than one store strength, right? Okay, thank God. Cure poison and a mage's ring. Buffs. Red. Can't rest here. There's enemies nearby. Okay. I'll kill him now. You need a fire, bitch. Really good in the game where most people use fire spells. Draconia, and the shard blade. A lute. And a spiked club. Good job. What's a loom? Haken's Wake. Some grief. Oh. Well, I thought maybe you'd be done, but no. Okay. Again, Della. I get the Black Hand. And a shock resistant potion. Take anything I can get. Repair tongs. Eh. His voice actors remind me of the ones for, what's it called? What game is it? It's, Shogun 2. It's still a game I need to play. Ooh, Flame Axe. Oh yeah, we're immune to flames. Flame Walker. Shelfar Mistblade, the Flame Walker. Immune to all forms of fire. And also, I know you have disease potions. Poison potion. You're poison. There we are. Gulp. Gulp. Oh, you. Oh, there's Arthur. Arthur Mandus. Daughter! My daughter! Mine! Delena Mandus St. Dylan! A man must ain't. Lock it! Her locket! Keep it locked up in her pocket. Who owns that locket? My daughter? Where is she? Her locket? Is it? Is she? No. Must know. Can't bear to know. Your daughter is safe. Take her locket. She's safe? Safe. So safe. I must be there for her. I must. Thank you, Shelfar Mistblade. I'll stop now. The attacks on the road. I knew it was wrong, but what can I do? My guards are loyal. Always looking out for me. Tell Athen to visit. We've saved a man. He didn't want to, but you know, it was madness. You know, does madness make him innocent? No, but he doesn't deserve to die. You know. I don't think I'm introduced Outlander. I'm a Mavella of Uvinium.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Oops. Oops, didn't mean to take those. I did, though. I was holding A. Actually, I'm smart. Alright. Let's recall.
Welcome, friend.
Have you found the solution to the madness of Rethan Smandus? From what you say, perhaps the Rethan was not totally regained his senses, but the guards have stopped demanding tribute from travelers. I believe it can be done. I am proud of you this day, Shalfar. We also want to go to Ebonheart. Apparently we can get some good news. In order to advance further against Redguard, you must earn the support of at least 2 councilmen. So I see one Mistress Bora Moravin in the house in the Hilarion Romanin. You also must build a stronghold. Stronghold? With Galassa Gindu in the Redguard Council Hall. She can be contracted to build strongholds. The Moravin Manor has not been overrun. Mistress Moravin stays at the Redguard Council Hall. Speak with her with Aaron to your support. Yes, speak with Hilarion Romanin. Nemorin. He's using the Romarin Manor here in Aldaroon. The Romarin family has fallen into hard times recently, along with the Morvayan family, and I must admit, the Serethi family. Halloran will probably demand several duties before he grants you his support, but his concerns are worldly concerns and should not prove too difficult for you. Hey, Ambi? Is that how you pronounce your name? Ambi?
You'll bring me good fortune.
Welcome to the stream. Spin the move. Okay. I was gonna go. Oh yeah, we're gonna tell the man in Ebonheart about his thing. Because apparently we get an extra reward. Go here, go north, and we'll go from Alvelothi to Ebonheart. So we want to go to Cool.
Why walk?
This way? Oh shit! Acrobatics is still our most strongest skill. It's so easy to level up, okay? Oh, but... Okay? And then we'll warp back. Just jumps on it. Jumps on the opponent. Okay. We're about there. We go to Ebonheart, and then I'm going to shut down the stream. Because I think that we've done a lot for one stream. The 2-hour stream. Good amount of time. More long blade levels. Always nice. Always nice. We also still need to head to Solstheim. We hit so hard. Just whack! Character's a master of the blade, after all. You. Shut the hell up.
Is there something you need?
Dagoth-ur! Oh, Solstheim. It's a terrible place for her. It's book from Cool. If you ever use it to go. So Cool is where you want to go. Okay, so how do I
Is
warp?
there something I can do for you?
Maybe you can go from Cool. Can you warp from Cool? Or can you only go to Solstheim from that guy? So at least we know we can go to Solstheim. Cool.
We make a special trip just for you. Say hello.
Just do the RA trick. Warp everyone back to their standard positions. Alright. Let's travel. Okay, you can only go to Frostmonth. How about you? You can go everywhere else. Okay. Gunnar Mock. Back in Fell. Olad. Okay, that is closer to Ebonheart. Could have just kind of say to Neen and just went south. Oh, there's a boat here. A boat. Let's see. Can you guys warp me? I don't know you. What do you want? How about you? When their name is The Outlaw, I don't think I trust them, guys. How far out can you walk in this game is the real question. Yeah, I will have to shut down here. There is one more quest we can do for this guy, but we have to be a higher rank. Oh, crash boat. Curiosity overtakes me. We also really should go check on that place at Forest Point, see if we can get our last sword. Hello? Okay. Should have made a warp point back to Ebonheart. Okay. You know what? I really don't need it. Fuck. I really don't need it, but I do realize we should probably check on that statue over here on Kartak's Point. It has been about, I'm guessing, about a week, so...
It's so
Because we can get this Sword of Boethiah before the end of the stream. That'd be nice. Get to the Ebonheart. The Gold Brand, sorry. I know you can do the Ebon Brand, which is another one, but... cool.
why walk when you can run?
That's true. Acrobatics is kind of broken, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Travel in style, just... Doosh, 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 doosh. Right, you, travel. Travel to Gunarmok. Northeast. Northeast of Gunarmok. Okay, and if it's not ready yet, we can always just go again. I'm running in the wrong direction. Kartak's Point. Whack! Just whacks them entwined with a sword. Alright. Swim through the water. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, a lot of enemies. Daedra. Not Daedra. Oh, well, the Dremoth is a Daedra, but the rest of them aren't. Okay. Let's go check on the statues so far. Kill these fuckers. What do you need now? Cart's right up with you. Not done yet. Soon, though. You go away and let me work now. Get work. We're watching. I'll watch. They're up, you know. Oh, shit!
You die.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna save the rest of this game later. Anyways, Solstheim15 signing off for the night, for the day, for now. I'll be over later today after I eat myself some dinner and watch some of the new show that just came out. But let me just find the rest of the guys. So. Oh, we want to go to the Ash statue, so that's our next quest line. Alright, we go to Loro Serrano. So yeah. But yes, I'm going to end things here. I hope you all have a great day. I'm going to see you all guys later. But other than that, stay safe, stay cool, stay warm, and, well, make sure you guys all have a great day. I'll see you guys later.